Imagine you're an elite athlete. You've spent almost your entire life training to develop your skills and fitness. A lifetime of determination, sacrifice, and discipline in the hopes of reaching the pinnacle of talent and physical prowess, only to be beaten by a child. Unfair as it's hilarious, some people are just born with freakish natural abilities. While most of us can take years or decades to learn a new complex skill, there's a tiny army of kids that seem to master expert-level talents without breaking a sweat. I wouldn't challenge any of the kids we're about to see. Ready to meet them? Let's get it on! Bunchy Young. You may have seen 12-year-old Bunchy Young around recently. He's not just popular on YouTube and Instagram because of his sometimes bleached afro mullet. Bunchy's fast, like really fast. I know what you're thinking. As if you couldn't outrun a kid? Well, last year, Bunchy broke a decade-long world record for the 100-yard dash in 10-year-old boys division at a blistering time of 12.4. The most impressive part? He was only 9. He's not just a running star, however. Bunchy is very quickly becoming a prodigy on the football field. He burns his opponents for speed, whether he's running the ball at halfback, catching the ball at receiver, or knocking down opponents on defense. But God-given talent is not enough. He trains 6 days a week with a specialty coach to prepare him for his future career in football. He's formed a mentor-like relationship with Tennessee Titans cornerback Adoree Jackson, who rose up as a similarly unique young talent. He was named Sport Illustrated Sports Kid of the Year back in 2017. However, his big break came last year when he featured in a Super Bowl commercial with NFL star players. He had to keep it top secret, even telling his friends he was away shooting a commercial for mayonnaise. Bunchy's got some high ambitions. He wants to be the youngest ever track and field gold medalist, and then start his NFL journey. Could this kid be the NFL's next GOAT? Tiluk Kisum. I don't really mind being beaten by this next kid. I've never really been able to roller skate. Limbo seems painful, and doing the splits? Forget about it. Somehow, this kid managed to master all 3 before his 8th birthday. Introducing Indian sensation Tiluk Kisum. This little master set a new limbo skating world record, and he's only 7. He skated a total distance of 524 feet under bars that were less than 10 inches from the ground, smashing the old record by 165 feet. This becomes even more impressive when you consider he only took the sport up 2 years ago. Since then, though, he's spent 7 hours a day practicing. No time for toys then, huh? When you think about how much this kid has achieved already, it really makes you think, what am I doing with my life? Juju Noda. Japan is known for its unique culture, sushi, and a love for high-powered performance vehicles. There's also an emphasis on honoring family traditions, so when Juju Noda got her first car at age 3, she was just following in her father's footsteps. Her father had been a competitive racer, competing in the F1, IndyCar, and Super GT rallies. By age 9, Juju was test driving F4 machines, breaking the lap record at Okayama Raceway a year later. As she got older, she would test drive higher-powered F3s while dominating local karting rallies. She's set to make her debut in the Danish F4 Championships this year. That's 24 races. She also has lofty ambitions. Sure, there are female F1 drivers, but none have ever tasted gold at the top of the podium. Juju wants to be the first. Don't let her cute innocence fool you. She will leave you in her dust without batting an eyelid. Tima Kuleshov. Sometimes you're just born with natural talent, a unique blend of fearlessness, superhuman balance, and Ukrainian heritage. This 4-year-old youngster Alex Kuleshov possesses seemingly supernatural abilities that far exceed his short time on Earth. Let's run a little timeline here. Stay with me. This boy's astonishing prowess with anything on 2 wheels has to be seen to be believed. At age 1, his parents bought him his first Strider-type bike. Not super impressive. I mean, I had one of these as a kid his age. Fast forward less than a year, he's on a push bike with pedals. He would have been riding sooner, but his little feet couldn't reach the pedals. He graduated to a mini motorbike at 2.5 and is now racing in motorcycle competitions. He's unmatched amongst his peers, head and shoulders above children in his own age group. Tima also loves to ski and bounce on the trampoline, but bikes are definitely his passion. His fastest goes a whopping 45 miles per hour. This kid surely has a bright future. I mean, at 4 years old, kids are only just getting the hang of being coordinated. Maxim Reznichenko. Prodigy isn't just a word you should throw around often, but I'll let you be the judge. 5-year-old Maxim Reznichenko is a kid with a mission, and that mission is to be the best. The best at what, you ask? Well, judging by his long list of hobbies, everything. Maxim has already mastered BMX and motocross, quad snowmobiling, hoverboarding, jet skiing, skating, free running, gymnastics, climbing, parkour, swimming, and trampolining. Are we sure he's not just a pint-sized Terminator in training for Judgment Day? His parents claim that they even knew he would be an athlete before he was born. Maxim mastered skiing at the age of 1.5 years old. While you and I were struggling to even stay upright at 1.5, this pint-sized freak of nature was carving down the slopes with the grace of an Olympic skier. When asked what he wants to be when he grows up, Maxim is adamant that he wants to be a superhero. I'd say judging by his range of skills he's mastered by the age of 5, he might just achieve that goal. Let's just all be glad he's chosen to use his powers for good. The last thing we need is a super strong mini-villain. Keiji Anyu. The Rubik's Cube. It really is the gift you buy someone you don't really like. However, I don't think this Chinese 13-year-old will agree with you on that. Keiji Anyu is very likely the most insane Rubik's Cube whiz you've never heard of. How great is he? How about the fastest solution while hanging upside down at 15.84 seconds? Want another one? It took him just 96.39 seconds to solve 3 cubes simultaneously using both hands and feet. Don't believe me? Take a look at this. But wait, I can top that. Last year, he appeared on a Chinese television show and solved 3 cubes while juggling them in the air. Color me impressed. I usually just cheat and move the stickers. PJ Ball. When you hear competitive cup stacking, does that sound easy to you? How hard could stacking cups be? Well, it turns out stacking them super fast is actually extremely difficult. 11-year-old PJ Ball is already a celebrity in the world of sports stacking. Yes, it's a thing. He's been featured on national TV and has more championship medals than I have participation trophies. Competitive stacking is all about speed, while stacking and making formations with a number of cups without knocking them over. You need a steady hand to master this sport, and he has some of the steadiest in the business. He took up the unique sport at just 7. In the 4 short years that followed, he turned the hobby into a family business, with both mom and dad coming along for his national tours and demonstrations around the US. He's also a member of the World Sports Stacking Association and has competed with the American national team. In 2017, PJ competed in the Junior Olympics in Houston, where he claimed yet another medal to add to his expanding collection. Jamie Addison. If you're anything like most kids, you love to go jetting down the street on your scooter any chance you could get. But I'll bet you never mastered some of the high-flying tricks that this pint-sized kamikaze can pull off with ease. Jamie Addison got his first scooter from his father at age 9. By age 11, yes, you heard that right, just 2 years later, he was already outperforming the adults in this extreme sport. Back in 2012, the 11-year-old was making headlines being labeled the whiz kid of the scooter world, showing off some of the impressive tricks he had mastered, including 360s and backflips, which he's dubbed his signature move. Fast forward to 2019, 18-year-old Jamie was taking the world by storm, finishing 4th in the FICE Action Sports Festival in Montpellier, one of the most prestigious events in the sport. Somewhat a local celebrity in his hometown of Eastbourne in the UK, Jamie has amassed an impressive Instagram following of over 51,000, where he shares his latest tricks and maneuvers. He's even scored a sponsorship with Root Industries, a leading scooter brand with his own signature collection of scooters and accessories. Chase Carrera. Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, David Beckham, all names that come to mind when you think of soccer, right? Well, commit this next name to memory, because this kid is sure to become a household name in the not-too-distant future. Chase Carrera is a 10-year-old Massachusetts local with dreams of taking the soccer world by storm. Except he already is. In 2018, Chase competed in one of the largest international junior soccer tournaments in the world, traveling to Spain as part of the Massachusetts squad. How many adults can say they've played representative soccer in Europe? His trainers are already predicting that Chase will make the national US soccer team within the next 10 years. And the youngster has big goals for himself too. He wants his name to be synonymous with the sport. But Chase understands that he can't get there without a strong training regimen. He loves to train. He would do it all the time if he didn't wear out his coaches so quickly. Psst, hey, you still there? Well, since you made it this far, here are all the shoutouts we promised everyone that commented on our previous video. If you want to be shouted out in our next upcoming video as well as the ones prior, just make sure you're subscribed to the channel and leave a comment down below saying, "Pick me." Once you're at it, you might as well leave a like too.